Congratulations to all of you. Thanks for your willingness to serve. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Senator Blunt Rochester.
Thank you, Chairman Cassidy, and thank you to the nominees for being here. Congressman, I'd like to start with you. You shared that you're a union member and pro-worker rights. Do you support the Davis-Bacon Act?
I do.
Thank you. Mr. Rogers, I heard concerns from Delawareans about the Trump administration's commitment to the prevailing wage, and it's critical that we support fair pay for workers. If you are confirmed, will you commit to fully and fairly enforcing the Davis-Bacon Act that requires construction workers to be paid equitably on federal contract construction projects?
Senator, yeah, I would commit to enforcing all of the statutes, including the Davis-Bacon Act, that are within the purview of wage and hour.
Thank you so much. Commissioner Lucas, I want to turn to you. As you know, the EEOC was created as part of the Civil Rights Act in 1964, and a core part of the EEOC's mission is to advance equal opportunity for all. Do you agree with this mission, yes or no?
Absolutely.
And when it comes to protecting workers from harassment, let me ask you this. Do you think verbal and physical abuse in the workplace is wrong?
I do.
I want to kind of zero in a little bit and follow up to my colleagues' questions. On the first, in the beginning in January, the Trump administration issued an executive order attempting basically to erase trans and non-binary people from federal protections. And in the time since, the EEOC, under your leadership, has dismissed 7 lawsuits filed on behalf of trans and non-binary workers who filed these cases because they endured unwanted touching, verbal and physical abuse, and ultimately were either forced to quit or were fired. Not specific to those cases, and following up on what you said about President Trump's vision of civil rights for all people, do you believe trans people are protected under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964? Basically, are they included, trans and non-binary people, as part of the vision that you said the president has for civil rights?
Thank you for that question, Senator. As I mentioned in response to one of the other senators, Bostock is the binding precedent of the Supreme Court. It should be accorded respect as such, and Bostock did clearly hold that discriminating against someone on the basis of sex included firing an individual who was transgender or based on their sexual orientation.
So, meaning they are part of all people that should be protected?
To the extent that someone has been terminated based on their transgender status, they are protected by Bostock's interpretation of Title VII.
I think, again, part of the concern is that we have seen in reports that under your leadership, the EEOC staff have been instructed to code discrimination charges related to gender identity as meritless, which would all but ensure that these cases won't be resolved. Are these reports accurate?
I respect your question, but unfortunately, I can't speak to our investigative processes that would require me to breach Title VII's confidentiality provisions and deliberative privilege.
You haven't spoken to them, but other employees have. And if this is true, this is a major problem. To carve out any group, including trans people or non-binary individuals, would be antithetical to the mission. So as I look at this record, in just the short time, lawsuits have been dismissed, resources have been erased on your website for LGBTQ plus workers. People have been intimidated, law firms that are perceived as advancing diversity, equity, and inclusion. And all of this has just been in the short time. And that's without your full authority of being confirmed chair. This causes a lot of concern. I think there are a lot of people in this country that from day one, the executive order, we talk about being colorblind, but people are feeling erased. And so I hope that if you are confirmed, I urge you to be mindful of your mandate to advance the promises of equal opportunity for every American. not just those that are deemed worthy by this administration. With that, I yield back, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And Senator Murkowski, I think I owe you one there.